Hello everyone, my name is Bhavna Singh. I am working as an assistant professor at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. This is an online tutorial on software engineering. So let's begin with today's session. Students, today we will start with Unit 2 of Software Engineering, and these are the topics that we will discuss today. That is, what is software project management? What is the importance of project management? What is software management activities? And what is the management spectrum? In this we will discuss about the 4 P's also, that is the people, the process, the product and the project. And then we'll discuss about the various types of management and the advantages of software project management. So let's start with the definition of project. Now, what is a project? A project is a set of inputs and outputs which are required to achieve a goal. That means by project we means that a well defined task or a group of tasks in which we perform several operations in order to achieve a goal. For example, in order to develop a software, in order to develop a product. So it is the complete task, or you can say it is a complete procedure of the development, software development, that starts with gathering requirements from the customer and it ends with the deployment and maintenance of the software. And all these operations, all these procedures, they are carried according to the methods that are provided by the customers and according to the specified time and the budget that was initially expected by the customer. That means a complete task is known as the project, and the management of this project in a proper way, and it is a part of the project management in which the software projects are planned, implemented, monitored and controlled. That means the project that we are providing to the customer, the project that we are completing, and its management is the complete planning, complete monitoring, so that we can implement the project on time and within the specified budget. Now we have understood that the software management is the management of the project in a proper way, in a planned way, in a monitored way. So now the next question is how this management occurs, or who is responsible for the management of this software. So to manage all these projects, we need certain activities like planning of a project, deciding the scope of the software, estimation of the cost, estimation of the schedule and scheduling of the task, then resource management. All these activities, they are considered before doing the software management, so that the management of the project or the planning of the project, it can be done in an effective way. And therefore we include 3 main activities, that is the project planning, the second one is scope management, and the third one is project estimation. So let us discuss about each one of them in detail. Now the first activity of management is project planning. What is planning? Planning is something that we plan in initial phases of the development process. In this we are not involving any actual development, or we are not involving any actual operations, but only we are doing the plan according to the user's requirements. So therefore we can define it that software project planning is task which is performed before the production of software actually starts. That means before the actual development of software starts, we need to plan something, we need to plan certain things that will fulfill the user's requirement. Like we can do the analysis of the requirements that the user has provided to the system analyst, and on the basis of those requirements a feasibility study occurs that provides that whether the requirement which are provided by the users are practically possible to implement, and whether within the specified budget or on these specified time, whether we are able to produce that product or not. So all these things, they are planned in advance before the actual development starts. So therefore before starting the actual development, it is very much important for the system analyst or for the software developers to do the proper planning of all the things, so that all the things or all the activities, they can performed in a smooth way or very efficient way. So therefore project planning is a first step, and it is very much important step. Now the next activity is scope management. It defines the scope of project that includes all the activities and processes that needs to be done in order to make a software product. That means this scope management, it clearly defines the scope, that what would be done in the project and what would not be done, and whether we can be able to provide this product within the specified budget and on the specified time or not, and whether it is feasible or not. And it also defines the scope, and we can define this scope by dividing the projects into multiple modules, or you can say into smaller parts, so that we can easily manage those units, and we can easily define the scope of for the individual units. Now the next activity is project estimation. By estimation means we are calculating certain things. We are doing the calculation about the size of the project, about the efforts that are required to develop the project, and at how much cost or how much time will be required to complete this project, and what would be the budget. So all these things, they are estimated in advance, so that all the things on the development process, they can be done effectively, and it would be easier for the software managers also, so that to manage and control the project more efficiently and effectively. Therefore we call it as a project estimation is an effective, or it is an one of the most important step, or you can say one of the most important phase in the development process, and therefore it is required in the software management activities. Now the next question is, what is the need of software project management? Why it is important? Software project management is required in order to incorporate user requirements and fulfill all the expectations of the user along with budget and time constraints. That means with the proper software management, we can do the proper planning of the project, and that proper planning will guide all the developers, all the system analysts to manage all the tasks accordingly from the initial phase to the last phase, that is the deployment phase. And it will also help them to reach the expected output of a project within the specified budget and within the specified time. And the organizations, they will be able to deliver the quality product to the customers and fulfilling all the requirements of the customers, and they will be able to deliver the project as per the scheduled and within the client's budget. So in order to fulfill all these expectations of the customer, it is very much important to manage the things accordingly, and therefore a proper planning is needed, as proper management activities are needed, so as to fulfill the customers requirements. So these are the basic constraints that are provided by the customers, that is the time, cost and quality. All these things are the responsibility of an organization to deliver it to the customer. So therefore a proper management is required. Now we will discuss about the management spectrum. What is a spectrum? Spectrum means a broad range of related objects and activities. That means all the objects, all the activities, they are related to each other, and they are working with each other, or you can say they are working together in order to achieve a certain goal. That means the management spectrum, it describes the management of the software project, or how to make the project successful. So this management spectrum, it describes all the activities that are related or that are useful for the management of the software project. And for doing this management, it requires 4 P's, that is people, product, process and project. And here the manager of the project, it has to control all these P's in order to have a smooth flow of the project and to reach the final goal. So this management spectrum, it is describing the entire management of a software project with the help of these 4 P's, and we will discuss about each of them in detail in the coming slides. Now in this diagram, these are the 4 P's, that is the people, the process, the project and the product. These are all combining together to form the management spectrum that will design or that will describe all the activities of the software project management. By people means that all those developers, all those analysts, all those customers, all those people who are involved in the development process are the people. Then process is the set of activities that we are undertaking or set of activities that are performed to develop the software. Then project is the entire project that consists of the product and the process. It comprises the project. Then product is the final artifacts or the set of artifacts, or you can say the final result that we are delivering to the customer. Now first we will discuss about the people. The people of a project include from manager to developer, from customer to end user. And the success of the project, it relies on the people that are involved in the development and management. That means all those people that are involved in the development process, or all those people that are involved in the software product, all those are referred to as people. That means it can be a senior manager, it can be a project manager, all the customers, all the developers, all the system analysts. So all those people who are working for the software development, they are considered as the people. And the people management involves recruiting, selection, performance management, training, compensation, career development, and organization, and work design and culture development. That means we require highly skilled and motivated developers in the development process or in the software engineering management, so that the organization can enhance the software development capabilities, and they can attract more and more customers, and they can motivate all its employees. So therefore it is very much important in the development process or in the management process to have the highly skilled and motivated peoples, or you can say motivated developers. Then the second point is the product. Product is any software that has to be developed. It is the functionality that must be delivered to the customer. The product objectives and scope of work should be clearly defined, and objectives identifies the overall goals of the product. That means by product we mean that the final result or the final deliverables that we are delivering to the customers. So product means the software that we are developing and that we are providing to the customer. And to develop it successfully, its objectives, its scope, its alternative solutions, and all the technical and management constraints, they should be identified so that we can successfully deliver the product to the customer. And because these objectives are required very much, because if these information is not provided, then it becomes very much impossible to define the accurate estimates of the cost, or to assess the risk in advance, or to provide the project task or the manageable projects that should provided in order to indicate the progress of the project. So all these things like objectives and scopes and all the constraints, they have to be identified in advance so that we'll be able to deliver the software to the customer very successfully. Now the next P is the process. Process is positioned after people and product. It also plays an important role for the success of the project. Process means the way in which the software is produced. And a software process, it provides the framework from which a comprehensive plan for software development can be established. That means process is the procedure that we are following and the set of activities that we are performing or we are following in order to produce the software product. And it involves the proper planning of the development process, like dividing the problem into multiple modules, or defining the activities that need to be worked for, and dividing the work products and the quality assurance points. All these things, they are considered whenever we start the planning. So this includes the entire procedure or entire set of activities that we are performing in order to produce the product. So that set of activities or that entire planning, that entire procedure is known as the process. Then the final is the project. It includes all and everything of the total development process and to avoid project failure. It is very much important to understand what can go wrong and how to set it right. And this is the responsibility of the project managers and the software engineers, so that they can avoid any warning signs, and they must understand the critical success factors so that to provide the effective project management. That means project includes everything from the initial phase to the final phase, that is the deployment phase, and all these phases they are taken care by the software managers and software engineers, so that we can develop the product in a very effective manner, and considers all the risk factors, consider all the planning factors, consider all the project failure factors in advance, so that everything goes right. Now, the software project management, it consists of several types of managements. The first one is risk management. Risk management means we are analyzing or we are identifying the certain risk that can be occur or that can happen in the development process. So it is very much important to analyze or to identify these risks in advance, because these risks they can lead to the system failure. So in order to maximize the resources or in order to maximize the performance of the system, it is very much possible, it is very much important to control the possibilities of these risks. Then the second is requirement management. Requirement management means we are analyzing or we are tracing and documenting on requirements, and then providing these changes or providing these communicating these requirements to the stakeholders. So it is an ongoing process which is continuously occur during the project. Then the next is software configuration management. This software configuration management, it is the process to control or to trace all those changes that are happening in the software, and it includes the revision control or the inauguration of the baselines and all those changes that are occurring in the software, so to manage all those changes. And the last is the release management. Release management means it is a task of planning, controlling and scheduling the build, or you can say the process, the software product when we deploy it to the customer's end, and it ensures that the organization that is delivering the process, it should be a quality product that is providing the enhanced services that are required by the customers. Now we will discuss the advantages of software project management. The first one is it helps in proper planning of the software development. With the help of management, we can do the planning effectively. Then the second is implementation of software development is made easy, because as we have planned the things accordingly and we have planned all the things in advance, so the implementation process becomes very much easier and we can follow the planning to implement it. Then monitoring and controlling are aspects of software project management. Once we have done with the project management and once we have done with the planning, it is easy to monitor all the aspects, it is easier monitor, and it is easy to control all the phases of the development process. Then it overall manages to save time and cost for software development, because in advance we have done all the risk analysis, we have done all the planning, so it reduces the cost also and it reduces the time also, because we don't have to plan things again and again, and we don't have to waste our money or we waste our time on the planning in the entire process or in the all the processes again and again. And by doing this project management, we can efficiently use the resources also. Now these are the important questions based on today's lecture. That is, first one is what is software project manager, why it is needed in the development process, and who is responsible for these management. Then the second question is explain the 4 P's of management spectrum in detail. In this question you have to explain all the 4 P's of the spectrum, that is the people, the process, the product and the project. So these questions are important as we discussed all these concepts in today's lecture, and these are frequently asked in exams also, so it is important for you to study them. Students, it was all about today's session, and in the next session we will discuss about the size estimation and cost estimation of software. I hope all these types of tutorials are very much helpful for you all, and it was a fruitful lesson for you all. So keep watching and keep learning. Thank you so much for watching.